Hello world, welcome back to Art with Honesty, and it's Fictional Crush February! So, I'm drawing all my fictional crushes, and this week is TV crushes, so let's get into it. So, the first crush I have for your viewing pleasure is from none other than one of the greatest shows I think that has ever been made, called Merlin. Okay, so you know Merlin. Merlin's about Merlin and King Arthur, and it's like a young Merlin, young King Arthur, and kind of like how Arthur took over England and all that kind of stuff, right? Love the show. I still have not finished watching the show. I think I'm on the last season and I have an episode left. And the reason that I haven't finished watching the show is because I know, spoilers, Arthur dies. Okay, I know he has to die, it's historically accurate. But if you spend that much time watching a show and falling in love with the characters and falling in love with Merlin and Arthur and their goofy relationship, and then you know that one of them dies, if I just never watch the last episode, I can live in the knowledge that Arthur is still alive somewhere. There was a trend recently called that song, you know? And it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me. That trend, right? Someone made a fan edit of Merlin, and he's touching a portrait of Arthur because Arthur dies, and I literally started crying because I know, I'm with you. Sorry, I should talk about my crush now. I really love shows. So my crush I'm drawing from Merlin is Lancelot. Now before you come for me, Merlin lovers, in the comments, being oh my gosh, Lancelot, really? He's the reason King Arthur dies because he starts dating Guinevere and they create an affair and stuff. How could you love Lancelot? Okay, I get it. I hear you. But also, have you seen Lancelot? He's so heroic. He's so honorable. He doesn't like lying. He's a man of his word until the affair. But I love a man who's honorable. It's one of my favorite things to see in guys that you don't see as much anymore is some honor. Some sticking to your guns even when the rest of the world's against you. Lancelot could have easily been one of the Knights of the Round Table, especially that episode where Merlin convinces everyone that he's actually a noble when he's a commoner. And at the end of the episode, he's no, I want to become a knight of my own volition without lying. And when I'm a worthy knight, I hope King Arthur will accept me then. Guys, how can you tell me that Lancelot is not a very attractive man? He's chivalrous. He's really sweet. I cannot tell you why this man is my favorite. Obviously, there is a plethora again of men in Merlin. I think Merlin's also really cute, but that's just because he's a bit sassy, and I like my sassy boys. But Lancelot has that honor that you want to find in a man one day. Someone who is going to stand by you and also stand by their beliefs, especially if your beliefs are aligned, then it's perfect. Plus I see Merlin as a little brother type compared to Lancelot. Merlin to me feels like your little brother that's always constantly pulling pranks on you, while Lancelot feels like a proper man. Yeah, I really love Merlin, and again, I still haven't watched the last episode because if I don't, then Arthur is still alive and I never have to know that he died. It's the same reason I haven't watched the second movie of How to Train Your Dragon, even though I love the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. I've seen all the spin-off series, I've seen everything, but if I watch the second movie, I know Stoic dies, and I just can't bring myself to do it because if I never watch the second movie, then Stoic is still alive and he's still the father Hiccup has always had, and he's become a better father through the series and stuff, and I can't bring myself to do that. Please comment who's your favorite crush from Merlin, and if you agree with my stance on not watching the last episode. And also I'm curious, who do you think is my favorite based on how I drew them? I really struggled with these drawings because I tried to keep the realism, but then I also tried to do it in my own style, and so I feel not all of them ended up really well, so let me know. So my next crush, and I'm pretty sure you can tell just based on how I'm drawing them and who they are and all that kind of stuff, is from Vampire Diaries. Now if you've ever seen Vampire Diaries, you can either love it or hate it or have a love-hate relationship with it. There is no in-between. You can't just be I like it. No, you have to have a very strong opinion about Vampire Diaries, or you're not a true fan, or you're not a true hater. That being said, I have a love-hate relationship with Vampire Diaries. This show sucks, but also doesn't suck. I have a problem with the main chickie. What's her name? She's the main character who's like, oh, I'm so powerful, but I'm also a damsel in distress in like the first half of the series. And then later she's like, oh, I'm so powerful. I'm a girl bossing my way to the top and I'm defeating everything and I'm so great, blah, 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 blah. Elena. That's her name. I cannot stand Elena. Oh my gosh, I look at her and I want to punch her. She has a punchable face. You know what I'm saying? So what am I doing? Watching. How many seasons is it? 8 seasons of this show. I'm on season 6, guys, so no spoilers. But what am I doing watching 8 seasons of the show when I cannot even stand the main character? She is so annoying. I don't even know how this got like paused, because like people, I've seen so many Reddit threads and stuff like that being like, oh my gosh, I hate Elena. And I have to agree with you people, because what the frick is this doing as the main character? She does not deserve the crush I'm drawing today. Damon. She does not deserve him. I wish she stayed with Stefan, because I don't really care about Stefan, but I care about Damon. Best case scenario, she should have ended up with no one, because she is that annoying of a main character that you just... Okay, you know, I'm gonna leave it alone now. I think I've made my point. Anyone who says that they like Elena, you're a liar. And anyone who says they don't like Damon, you're also a liar. Okay? So, Damon. Okay, this man is a bad boy with a heart of gold. You spend most of like the early seasons thinking this guy's a terrible person, like the stuff he's doing, and then later you see him kind of come around and he's like, you see this other side to him and you're like, oh my goodness, let me stand in for Elena, okay? I will be the woman of your dreams, you know? Damon is a douche in the first couple of seasons. I will agree with you on that. But have you seen his jawline? That jawline can cut butter. Have you seen his blue eyes? I could go swimming in those blue eyes, okay? Catch me at the ocean, because that's where I'm at, okay? This man is attractive. And I think it's maybe just because of his actor. Like, his actor is a very attractive man. He was also in Lost, and the only reason I watched so much of Lost is because of that actor. But really, Lost is like, it's lost on me, because I just could not stand that show. But yeah, Damon is like this heart of gold, leather jacket, motorcycle riding, cool car driving man. Okay, Stefan's supposed to be the sweetheart, but he kind of just annoys me the whole time. And then Damon's like the bad boy, but with the heart of gold. And I'm there. I'm going mining, guys, because I've got some gold to find. Okay, watch me with my diamond hoe, Minecrafting it away, because I've got to find this man's gold. I cannot tell you how much I like Damon, alright? And it's just, I know I maybe didn't do him justice with my drawing, okay? Like I said, I was struggling, but I do like Damon. And you cannot convince me that this man is evil, okay? Like, do not even mention it in the comments. If I see you saying Damon is gross, we're gonna have some fights. So for my next trick, my next crush, the next man of the hour. It's from an amazing TV show that is so old. It's an oldie but a goodie, and if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it, and if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna say Vampire Diaries again. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Gosh, guys, where's my brain at? Anyway, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a great show, okay? It's got everything. It doesn't just have vampires, it's got witches, it's got sea monsters, it's got werewolves. Are you telling me you like fantasy? Are you telling me you like a little bit of the supernatural? Buffy's where it's at, okay? But then tell me why. Tell me why we have Angel and we have Spike, and I went, that librarian's hot. I like Giles. And he's like the dad figure. Am I okay? Am I okay? I feel like I keep having questionable dating choices in these episodes of like Fictional Crush February, where I'm like, I have all these options and I go for this? Tell me why I like Giles. He's British, tick. He drinks tea, tick. And he's a librarian. He loves to read, tick. That's all I need in a man, tick, tick, tick. I don't like coffee. That's something that's well known about me. I don't like coffee. So the fact that this man is a tea drinking man, I'm with it. I'm with it. I love to read. Are you kidding me? Let's just cozy up and read together. Plus he's British. Who doesn't like a British man? Well, maybe people back in the early days of colonization, but nowadays the accent is just very attractive and most women love a British accent unless you're from Britain. It's like most people like American accents unless you're from America. Of course, the British accent got me immediately. And I feel like he's such a good dad figure for Buffy in the show. Like, you see him kind of come into that nurturing nature of being her guardian, because it's actually a role. The guardian is a role. And he's like guiding her and he's giving her advice, and he's genuinely sad when she's like hurting or scared or something. When she almost dies and she goes through her rebellious phase, he's so worried about her. Like, we love a man who's gonna take care of people. We love a man who's came into his role as being a father figure and also like a guardian of all the kids in that show that are just trying to live their life surrounded by supernatural horrors. Of course. Plus, again, he's British. Like, how many times do I have to say this for you to realize he's British? I know I had Angel. Okay, Giles never got a spin-off series. I know I have Spike, who is just a charmer, okay? He's like so interesting, and he's like that kind of bad boy, but not with a heart of gold that we love to see, but he's always out for himself. Obviously, we had great options. But do you guys see Giles? Do you see my point? Please tell me you also see my point, because if I'm the only one who likes Giles, I think I'm going to be very, very sad. Anyway, I really did struggle with drawing Giles. I think the picture I used as reference wasn't very good for me to draw him, and then obviously there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I just didn't do well. So like, if you are like trying to guess which one's my favorite based on how I drew them, even though it is very accurate, I feel like I could have done a better job with drawing Giles, so please don't be too harsh on me. I know it doesn't look good. I struggled with even thinking if I should release this video, but I am art with honesty, and it's important to show when you're struggling as well. Finally, we're at the last man of the hour, and it was literally my screensaver at some point in my life because I liked this man so much. It is from The Flash, the series with that actor whose name is escaping me right now. I like Captain Cold from that series. But before you come for me, okay? It's not that it's Captain Cold, it's the fact that it's Wentworth Miller, okay? I love Prison Break because Wentworth Miller is in it, and that show is like a drag. I mean, what do you mean at some point they're trying to break back into prison? You just got out. Like, they spend so much time trying to break out just to break back in. I cannot even with Prison Break. But I love Wentworth Miller, which is really funny because he's like, I think 40 years older than me now. And obviously he's not like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's not going to be dating a 22-year-old. But yeah, I really found that man attractive. I thought, damn, if only I was closer to his age so I could hook myself up. Because Wentworth Miller, when he was younger, was fine, guys. Like, I can't even explain to you how much this man is attractive, okay? He's got those blue eyes that you can get lost in. I didn't even mind the fact that he was bald. Like, come on. Let me see my future in your head. I would rub his bald head like a crystal ball, being like, damn, this is where it's at. This is what my future is. Like, right here. Like, let me see it. I really like Wentworth Miller, okay? I think for the first time, it was one of those times where little Art with Honesty was sitting there and going, wait, what are these feelings? And I think I really just, really liked him. Obviously, I'm a lot older now, so I've actually done a lot more research into Captain Cold, and his story is very sad. The fact that he's trying to find ways to, bring his wife back, and at some point in one of the comics, he does manage to, at the cost of his own life. Like, we love a man who's loyal. We love a dedicated man. I'm just sad that he had to be a villain. Obviously, I also haven't watched a lot of The Flash. I think at some point, it gets repetitive. So I don't actually remember, or I haven't seen Captain Cold's character growth in the actual series. But seeing as I didn't care about his character growth, I just cared about his appearance because it's Wentworth Miller. I also really enjoyed him in Prison Break because of all the tattoos and the genius. I find intelligence very attractive, and Captain Cold and his character in Prison Break are both very attractive and very intelligent people because it's Wentworth Miller. I know, maybe I'm a bit weird. Maybe my tastes are just all over the place with real life people, but you latch onto them and you think, yeah, Yeah, I could see this being a lifelong crush. Wentworth Miller, please don't be watching this video. This is so embarrassing. Okay guys, I think that's all my crushes. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey of drawing my TV crushes for Fictional Crush February. Please let me know who's your favorite and who your crushes are, because I love to hear when people have differing tastes or when they have common tastes. And let me know if any of your crushes were similar to mine, because I have weird crushes from all these shows. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again next week, because there's a lot more where this came from. Bye!